Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shelley Winter Show, live, local, topical, and relevant.
Hey, Shelly, can I talk to you about something?
Yes, Colby.
Do you know Ramadan, you're actually not supposed to drink alcohol at all. So the whole Ramadan, when sun up, sundown, you're not supposed to drink alcohol for a whole month.
Okay, so then I'll go back to giving up alcohol for Lent.
Yes.
And I'll just pause when I'm in Costa Rica.
You can do that, but you can also make up those days if you choose to.
Oh, so I can drink the 13th through the 16th and then make them up on the back end of Lent.
Yeah, sometimes some people do that. If they feel like they have to drink, they'll just make up the days.
All right, well, that's what I'm doing. So I'm giving up drinking for Lent. Thank you, Colby. Colby filling me in. I appreciate that very much, my dear little sister. I want to talk about Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson, as you know, passed away earlier this week. I was giving it some time to see what the administration and the Republicans, mostly the administration, was going to do. I was waiting to see if they would, drop the flags to half mast. That didn't happen. I wanted it to happen because although I may have disagreed with Reverend Jesse Jackson in some areas, I think that he had lived a life, a good enough life of trying to make America a much greater country than it already is. I think he had spent his life trying to do that, and I thought he would deserve flags at half mast. But that didn't happen. I will remind you, Charlie Kirk had flags flown at half mast for him. And I'm not critical. I love Charlie Kirk. I respected him. I liked what he was saying. I disagreed with some things, agreed with other things. But let's be honest with ourselves. If you're judging the two lives, one versus the other, for flying flags at half mast, I would, without a shadow of a doubt, say Jesse Jackson lived a more impactful life over the course, much longer and more impactful. But you can be judge of that on your own. If you like Charlie Kirk and did not like Jesse Jackson, you would disagree with me. But my thought is, if you made a decision to fly the flags across the nation at half mast for Charlie Kirk, you should have done the same thing for Reverend Jesse Jackson. Now, the next thing, I was waiting to see if they would lie in honor in Congress, at the Capitol, excuse me. Mike Johnson shut that down. Here's from the article. Speaker Mike Johnson has denied a request for the late Reverend Jesse Jackson to lie in honor in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol. Jackson's family made the request to Johnson after the civil rights icon and two-time presidential candidate died Tuesday at age 84. The practice of lying in state or honor in the Capitol is typically reserved for America's most distinguished individuals. That's kind of not true. The officers from January 6th who were killed, they lay in honor in a rotunda. Their deaths were distinguished, but their lives were pretty typical of most of us as Americans. A GOP leadership source said in denying the family's request, the speaker looked to precedent where the practice has been reserved for former presidents, military leaders, and other top government officials. That's not true either. Many non-governmental officials have lay in honor. The GOP source noted that recent requests for former Vice President Dick Cheney and Turning Point Charlie Kirk to lie in honor had been denied. Yes, they had been denied, but flags flew at half mast, excuse me. So, what do you if you don't do one and you're going to use precedent for not doing one, then use precedent, Charlie Kirk as being the most recent president, to do the other. But do something to honor the life of Reverend Jesse Jackson. Now, there are many people out there listening to me right now who say he doesn't deserve it. Maybe. But I think you lost that argument when you allowed it to happen for Charlie Kirk. And again, I'm not a Charlie Kirk hater or anything like that. I respected the young man. And I thought what he was going to be doing was going to be great for America, but it got cut short. And yet the president of the United States ordered all flags flown at half mast. And so I'm thinking that could have been done for Reverend Jesse Jackson. Again, it's not about you agreeing or disagreeing with someone. What it's about is the impact that man's life had on the body politic of this great nation. And I think that the honor was deserved. At least the flag honor was deserved. The lion honor, distinction, you can argue that one. But flags should have been done. Shelly Winter Show, 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. We will be right back.